What it do, Kripple Krew? EDC with DBD, disabled but deadly. And we are back with another sizzling summer Saturday. Today is the Mrs. Deeves birthday edition. I hope everybody's having a killer day. I'm going to start at the top of the chat where Marco, member of Kripple Krew Inc., checked in way early. Tristan, my brother, member of Kripple Krew Inc., also checked in early with a Mrs. Deadly happy birthday message and them badass emojis. We had Grand Prize Greg Vanderlip checking in, saying smash that like button. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate that. Hey, man, what it do, brethren? Good to see you popping in early. Mud with the happy birthday, Mrs. Deadly. My brother Neil Mudd, member Kripple Krew Inc. Mick MFN Ranger, member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? What it do? Yo, Nick Martino. Right out the gate. What it do, baby? How are you? Good to see you. Kane Miranda. What's going on? Good to see you, homie. How are you today, member Kripple Krew Inc.? Jesse, member Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? Ginger Fisher, also member Kripple Krew Inc., dropping the badass emojis. If you are not a member of Kripple Krew Inc. and would like to access to those badass emojis, only takes a couple bucks a month. Happy birthday wishes from Mrs. Deadly. That's awesome. Yo, what it do, everybody? It's a gorgeous day here. Had to, for the Mrs. Deeb's birthday, I had to bust out her grail. Oh, listen to that sound. Some fantastic acoustics on her Devo Tallboy. I love that sound, baby. Almost. What's your one knife? I've been really out of the loop lately. I'm trying to catch back up, trying to answer comments again, trying to get back. You guys have been commenting even while I'm gone while I was not answering, and I appreciate that, commenting on all the videos and the posts and everything. I will be back to answering y'all. But what was your one knife for 1 month? I had to bust out my matching Devo to match Mrs. Deadly with the purple and black. That growler. Oof. That growler, though. McRanger wishing a happy, healthy, and blessed B-Day to Mrs. Deadly. That is awesome. Oh, that thwack. Devo, man. Oh, you Tough Knives Templar. Yay. But that had to stay consistent. Word. I also have these out because I wanted to remind you guys that the 30% off all Theramonsters and all Wixcos with code DBD is almost over. That drops all of the premium knives under $200 and drops the Glideman CP edition down way under $100 for a fantastic knife that you guys know I'm working on having a special edition of this next year. Needs to be cleaned bad. Carry of the day, we know it's going to be a cold steel. Black Talon 2, serrated. Damn, what it do? Lonestar Cowboy checking in from Turkey. I hope you're having a nice night. Yeah, they do. Edwards. What it do, Mr. Durbin? Good to see you. Yes, all Wixco and Theramonster are 30% off for one more day. I don't even know if they said the 31st, but I think they started it on China time. So I don't know what time it's going to end actually, but you can still get 30% off all Wixco or Monster models with code DBD. It's not a new edition. This is the second Drax they sent me. I did a giveaway with the carbon fiber Drax, the black and white one, and gave that one away. And they sent the Ultim one for me to keep. And also to see how their smooth Ultim holds up. They were kind of worried that it would beat up versus milled Ultim. And I mean, you can see carry marks in it if you look at it, but I think it adds character and it looks pretty dope. And the ting that this one has, that ting, I just dig it. And right now it's hella cheap with being 30% off and code DBD at Wixco. No worries. Went for a ride this morning, had my Kaiser drop bear in my chop too. Yep, I heard mud ride by. Yay. Just saw Blade Alchemy shorts with Spyderco Bodacious counterfeit. I do not like custom segment and scale scratch really easy. Yeah. What it do, Tristan, my brother? Good to see you, homie. Hope you're having a killer day. No, I can't do counterfeits. I don't even do clones. But I definitely don't do counterfeits. I don't show them on the channel. I was sent a couple of counterfeit Spydercos that I do plan on doing a video with, just to show people how you can tell, some of the ways you can tell they're counterfeits. I won't, but that's the only reason I will show those counterfeits, is to warn people not to buy them. William Hornbostel, member, Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? The Bodacious was a clone. Everybody knows he states his stuff is a clone or not. He's not a liar. Good to know. I didn't want to comment on it until I saw it myself, because I thought he had put it out before when it was. Yeah, the box can be an easy tell. Some of the Benchmade clones, the boxes are getting pretty good. Yeah, people can spend their money on whatever they want. I just don't like to. I won't show them on the channel. I won't show a clone or a counterfeit unless I'm going to say, why I don't like them. But it is it's up to everybody how they want to run their money and their channel. Josh 304, what it do? And to my knowledge, he's always been very honest in running his channel. And, again, I'll never tell people what they can and can't buy. It's your own money. But I'm not going to show the stuff on the channel. I just don't. I don't agree with it personally, but that doesn't mean I'm going to tell people they can't do it. It's, like an F and Grow clone of a Strider. I could see some people maybe grabbing one of those to see if they like the ergos. They know full well it is a clone, You know, it's got the same looks, the same lines, the same, but it's not going to be the same quality, not the same steel, of course. Counterfeits, though, I think counterfeits are evil. I don't like representing fake on the blade. Like if it's selling as a Spyderco or a Benchmade or something, and it's not, that's where I get really ticked, because that's just people taking advantage of the community. Hear that, homie? Hear that? I like it. I like it. Scott, what it do, brother? How are you? I'm sure I didn't look, but that red one's gone, right, brother? There's no way it's still there. It had to have sold yesterday morning. If not, folks, somebody from here needs to go snag that gorgeous blade. But I'm sure it's what it is. Okay, folks, we're gonna look at this. We're gonna look at this because somebody needs to buy this. I'm pulling it up. I can't believe there's one of these still available, folks. Was gifted to Shirgoff clones. One even got pouches and cloth marking, blade markings. Real decent, but definitely copies. There's the link. Make sure we are going to look at this right now because I cannot believe this is still available. Folks, look at this. Look at this beautiful handmade hawk in red kieranite. You got a handmade red kieranite bead on it. You guys know how good Aries quality is. You know this is going to be comfortable in hand. Like, look at that. The red, the white, it's just so perfect. AEBL. So you're going to have an HRC of right around 61.6 or so, and there will be a heat treat card with your knife. And that's just a gorgeous package, brother. I cannot believe there's one still available. Somebody needs to snag this. Man, if I could buy that right now for Deadly Daughter's college carry, because her colors are crimson and white, I'd be all over it. Somebody should grab this, though. It is so beautiful. You know I love my custom. You guys are about to see a pretty cool video with this knife that or a short that'll be uploaded later today. You know it goes everywhere with me, and that hawk is a knife that you're gonna want to carry the entire. I mean, like, you're never gonna want to take it off your belt. Trust me. Lagatha has been the most carried blade on me of 2025 because no matter what rotates the pockets, Lagatha's almost always on the belt. I have other fixies I love to carry there, like my Kubian Aries Bloom, but my custom Aries is with me at all times. Mrs. Deadly, happy birthday, sexy. You know I love you. Mr. What's Going On, member of Kripple Krew Inc. Yeah, 1-to-1 is bad luck. Not very cool at all. Kelly's Mishmash, what it do, sis? Member Kripple Krew Inc. How are you? I hope you're having a killer day. Yay, hitting Mrs. Deadly with the happy birthday messages. Along with the RFA top 2. Henry G, What's going on, brother? Member Kripple Krew Inc. Let's take a look at Tristan's carry. Y'all know you can send me a picture of your carry and share it with the Kripple Krew Inc. Or if you're with the Kripple Krew, I should say, if you would like. Everybody gets to see it, not just the members. Boom. Check that out. We got a Spyderco Para 3 and the Spyderco. That's not the Anomaly from Taichung, Taiwan. Is that the Anomaly? I can't remember, but that's a killer carry, homie. With the awesome Mad Yako Hank. Of course, some of the best Hanks in the biz. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, I'm just in love. Customary's been on your belt daily. Hell yes. Man, I'm slow this morning. I'm trying to figure out what RFA is. Yeah. You know I had to have your Grail knife out. Ooh, them acoustics, though. Oh yeah, they're ready for action. Duh. How did it's been a morning. I've already, I don't really have asthma, but I've already had an asthma attack today, and got a little bit of jitters from that albuterol, so I wasn't thinking straight. Old school rocker, what's up, Mama Lou? How are you? Good to see you. Hope you're having a killer day. Hitting Mrs. Deli with the birthday wishes, everybody. That's awesome. That is awesome. I know she appreciates it. A little, yeah, for sure. Mama Loot popping in. And we know Luke sometimes lurks in the background, so I'm gonna give a big shout out to my boy Lute. Everybody knows the Clydesdale is one of my top knives ever. And if you go to New Breed, a positron, okay. I'm not familiar with the positron. That is sick. Loot and Scoop Boogie. So if you go to New Breed EDC's website right now, I'm sure one of my mods will drop the link. There are blimmed wingspans. He has 3 different price levels. His Instagram post describes them, but you have one that is just cosmetic blims. There's nothing wrong with the knives. That's level A. Level B, some of the front flipping jimping is a little soft, but you can still grab the front flipper on those, and the rest of the jimping is good. And the level C, the front flipper jimping is too soft to use, but it still has a beautiful blade hole for opening. So if one of my mods would drop the links or a link to the wingspan blims, I would appreciate it. Help our boy Luke get those sold. Everything that's New Breed EDC, not like a KB collab. He's got to put out his own capital to bring the New Breed stuff in. So the faster we can help him sell the blims, the faster we can get the next New Breed knife. Thank you, Marco. You know what? We're going to show that link. I should have had my control room open in studio so I could pop that link up myself. And you know what? We're going to pin it for the moment. And let's take a look at this link. Share. Wingspan blims. So there's aesthetic blims that are fully functional, strictly cosmetic, and you can get hollow or flat grind, and he's got 2 different colors available. Then you've got the inconsistent jimping that like I explained, you can still use it, but then the smooth jimping is only $120 for a wingspan, and you'd still be able to do the blade hole opener. The inconsistent jimping is only $130, which is very fair. And the aesthetic blims, you can get a hollow ground wingspan right now for $135. I want to see a picture of the dang wingspan. Here we go, baby. There it is. So look at the hollow grind. Come on, pop it up. I want to see it. Ooh, look at that, folks. Damn. And you can grab these for $135 right now and help Loot move these out and bring in the next new breed model. We'll take a look at the blue with, there's the blue. There, he does have one on the $135 level. You still can get the blue as well. Such a gorgeous knife. And even the ones that the front flipper is too smooth to use, that blade hole works great. And at $120, you're getting a steal. So help our boy out. Let's sell the rest of those. Yeah, that's absolutely. We got to help Luke move this stuff. And they're beautiful knives. They're great knives that I don't have one. I did get to review it. Luke sent me one of the prototypes to review, and even the prototype was fantastic. And I know the changes that were made to the production model that made it even better. Spans. Am I frozen? There we go. If you want to check out those blimmed wingspans, that link is pinned. Help our boy Loot out. What is in? Man, am I running slow? Come on, internet. Don't play with me today. This is we're working on fixing this, folks. We know what's going on. I'm glad y'all stick with me. Much love to the Kripple Krew. What's in the pockets today? What is everybody carrying? Yes. Yeah, that was one of the things that really, you know what? Let me find a good image of that, actually. Let me see if I can get, there we go. Thank you for bringing that up, Nick, because this is the type of quality you're getting in this wingspan. Look at this. They even made pockets to inlay the carbon fiber into the pocket clip. That is next level attention to detail. All of the titanium is beautifully milled. Like, it's a fantastic knife. And you can get one right now for a damn good price. Kubi is the OEM, well, KB Knives would be the OEM on this, and they killed it. You know, they've been having an insane 2025. And it looks like we got a couple of pictures. Oh, I can only see that one on the Instagram app, homie, or I would share it, Nick, Mick. Oof. Oof. Let's take a look at this real quick. This is Nick and F and Martino's carry. Rocking a couple of Veros today. Damn, those look good. I love how little of that bolster lock is exposed. And is that the Avid one in black? There's that, oh, I forget the name of that fixed blade. You told me, but I love that Warney. Horny for Warney's beautiful custom fixie. That looks like our boy Mitten State EDC right there, as are these pocket janks. Faux shizzle. And I don't know this knife, but I like it. I like it. And these are cement embossed scales for his shaman. And damn, that is going to be fire. Mud sent his carry, and it sent as you can't take the picture with Instagram and send it. Otherwise, I can only open it on my phone. You have to take a regular picture and then attach it to a message in Instagram. Protect Vero. Oh, you know, I had somebody offered to trade me one of those for that custom fixie that I have up right now available for trade. And if I was more of an auto guy, I think I would have snagged it. I'm still thinking about it, but you know, I just don't know. I'm not a big auto guy, but it would be my first Vero, my first Pro Tech, and it would be made in the USA. I just think nice. I just think that you know, I would rather have one of their manual knives. But so far, that's the only offer up for the Under the Bridge undertow and crew wear at 64.5 HRC with the emerald abalone micarta, orange metallic carbon fiber, and ram's horn scale, and the AG Leatherworks made in America sheath with ulti-clip. Everything made in the USA except for the ulti-clip. I don't think they're made in the USA. I really should look, but I'm pretty sure they're not. And then I saw, so today, carried the Dead Man Elixir. Oh, I'm so looking forward to check that out, homie. It's going to be a Dead Man said that I'm on the list. I don't know where I am on the list because I told him that I was going to be out of town for that 10-day span. I just know that I'm going to get a chance to check out that Elixir, and I am really looking forward to it. Scale material in the clip, matching G10 micarta sheaths. That'd be cool. What company is making knives in Magnamax? As far as I know right now, only Spyderco. To my knowledge. Yeah, I don't know of anybody else right now, and I don't know of any knife that was available for purchase with it besides the Mule Team, and that sold out in minutes. Right now, okay, you're going to like it, I think. No, yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah, there you go. But right now, yeah, I think Neves is trying to get a Magnamax knife, but the only one that I know of that's a production knife that's been available for sale yet is the Mule Team that is sold out. I would have loved to have snagged one of those and got some custom scales. I think they had a killer price on it. So it was like $76 or something for on the Spyderco site even for the Mule Team in Magnamax. Of course, naked, but and no sheaths, but that's still a fair ass price for that. Ting, ting, ting. I can't quit with this bulldog. I just can't quit with this bulldog. You're happy with MagnaCut? You know, you guys know me. I'm not a big steel snob. I don't have much MagnaCut. Only 3 knives to be exact. One from Spyderco, one from Hogue Deca. I got my Hogue Deca, and then I have the Giant Mouse Ace Rib Lynch Northwest exclusive. So 2 American-made MagnaCut knives and 1 Italian. I'm just not a big steel snob. My most carried knife is in AEBO. And my new most carried folder is 20 CV. They make these in 20 CV and MagnaCut. Personally, from TRM, even though their MagnaCut's beautiful, I would rather have the 20 CV just for the slight edge retention, I guess. But I'd go either way with them. With TRM, it really wouldn't matter to me. The one thing that I will say, CPM 154, I haven't messed with a bunch of. I really want to try some MagnaCut or some Vanex and LMAX, but I've got 154 CM that I love. I've just started getting into S90V, and my Penguin, my Smooth Ultim Penguin was my first S90V, but I've got a few since then, and very happy with it so far. Probably Spyderco M4. I still love my Spyderco M4 Manix 2 lightweight right here, and it is still sharp as hell. I haven't touched this blade, and it's still sharp as hell. And another one, of course, I really like the CTS XHP from Cutlery Shop. By the way, Cutlery Shop is dropping an exclusive Orange G10 DLC CTS XHP Lil Native. That is a dope Lil Native to go with the PM2 and Military 2 CTS XHPs they've dropped. So this one here, I'm going to grab a piece of paper. I had Boston Blade Works, Mike over there, put an edge on this, and it is still like so scary sharp. No matter how much I carry this knife, it's just, it stays sharp, this CTS XHP. So I'm really liking it. But with Spyderco's heat treat, it's pretty hard to go wrong with a lot. Oh, the XHP Shaman. That's right, because that's why I'm getting the black scales from you. Duh. That way, no matter which Shaman I get, I can have my card of scales that I like. So, one update that I want to give y'all after our chats last week when I got back. Ooh, I'll take a look at that in just a second. Yeah, Lil Native is one of my favorite all-time Little Big knives. It is so hard to beat. as a little big knife. And is Big Red here? Did I miss him? It is so hard to beat as a little big knife, fifth pocket. Like, it's a knife that you could use as your main carry if you needed to have a little knife on you and still get big work done. And to be able to get it with DLC, CTS XHP, ooh, ooh, that's going to be sexy. Throw a Lynch Northwest clip on it. Ah, you'll be baller status. Those are dropping. TRM 20CV really is that good. We're going to take a look at this. Mick, it's the same way. Photo can only be replayed once. Use the mobile app to view. I can't see it the way you're sending it, homie. Had to, man, I wish I could at the moment. I want 15V before it's gone. In any of them, any of the Spyderco 15V, I would take. I want one before it's gone, but I just don't know if it's gonna happen. We shall see. What I can say is after Tuesday's live and the way that we talked about the DBD edition of the Glideman CP from Monster that's on its way for SHOT Show 26. I talked to Monster and I did confirm we will be doing DLC and some satin variants as well. You guys asked for it, so we are going to be including a smaller run of satin blades as well as the true DLC. The DLC, it's going to be real DLC, not PVD. This is a good PVD on here, but this is not DLC. And but I did talk to them, and we are going to have some satin for you satin folks. So as Nick Martino says, satin gang. Couldn't wait S30, but hey, it doesn't matter. It's a Shaman, dude, and it's Spyderco's S30, which you can't go wrong with Spyderco's S30. Still a long wait. Yeah, well, and the S30V will last just like any of the other. With Spyderco, I'm really not a steel snob. There's been 4 Shamans that I really wanted because of their scale materials. The XHP that had the black micarta, the 10V with the Python, the smoky gray from SMKW with the S45 DLC and the micarta, and the S90V in burlap, all because of the micarta. But because I'm got a homie hookup for the black micarta scales, now that we're on the XHP, now I can get any of them. I don't care. Like Spy 27, S30V, it doesn't matter to me now which Shaman I get. Hey, that worked, homie. Looking at that beautiful dog leg. Mom, Dad, I bought a Spyderco. Now you'll be doing it forever. Forever, ever? Forever, ever. Look at that Finch dog leg. That looks dope. I dig it, homie. With a titanium Justin art notebook. I love my Titanium Justin notebook, by the way. I know y'all have seen it, but we still going to show it again. This is one of my favorite ones of his I've seen. Let me take this off. Boom. Yeah. I love Titanium Justin. Our notebooks are sick. And he's monetized now. Big shout out to homie Titanium Justin. He monetized this week. Oh, Stray Dog. Stray Dog. I said dog leg. Stray Dog. Yeah, that one is so good looking, Tristan. Yeah, the Krew Carta is one. You know, it's funny. I have my Ultim and S45B in standard blade. I have my XHP Warney. I want the Tonto. My Grail is an M4 Tonto, but I would take the S30V Tonto, of course. And then, other than like the LMAX Spear Point, I could be good and done with PM2s, but I still want the Krew Carta. Still want the Krew Carta. Knives are life. What it do, Cal? How are you, homie? Good to see you, my man. What's your carry today? I know them pockets is stacked. The DLC coded import Tonto. That's the one I want. Absolutely. Like that is my current top grail Spyderco is the DLC M4 Tonto. Now that I have the XHP Warney, this was my number one grail from Spyderco. And then the other models I really, really want are a Shaman, as we all know, a Canis, because I'm horny for Warnies, a Kapara, especially that S90V burlap. Oof! The Kapara looks like it's just it's funky looking, but it looks so comfortable. And a Sage 6. I still want a Sage 6. Those are like my main Spydercos right now. You know, a Para 3 was somewhere on the list, but now that I have the lightweight in MagnaCut, you know, I can work on pimping this one out and be happy with this as my only Para 3. And I will say, with the new FRN scales and all the softening and chamfering that they've done now, this and the rounding of all the edges, I should say, this is actually comfortable enough to leave the lightweight scales on. And they look sick, but I probably, you know, will still change them out just because. An amalgam is sick. That's the one I was thinking of early, not the anomaly. An amalgam is sick. The stovepipe does look pretty cool. Taiwan Spydercos, yay. Sean Batts, what it do, homie? How are you? What is in the pockets? Yeah. The biggest thing is I want to find scales that work for it. I know AWT does a ton, but I don't want skinny scales. The most of their lightweight scales are the skinny mod. And I don't want the skinny mod because I like the way it fills the hand. That's what truly makes it comfortable. But so I do not want skinny scales. Daily carry code Price Slim 2.0, $15. Code Marine 10 brings it to $13. Damn, there you go. Not really. Gabe Harlan, what is up? Spyderco bug with an OLED i3E on it, making it a 4-finger knife is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. You should share a picture of that, homie. I would like to see that, if you don't mind. Kurt White, what it do? Good to see you, homie. Can't wait to get your 15V pair of 3. I know. I want 15 through. You know, like you said, I'm not a steel snob, but I want 15V because it's going away and I want to try it. You know, we're not going to see it. The military 2 is quite a bit longer. The military 2, I'll pull it up. I'll get you the full length on the military 2. It's a big knife. It is 9.5 inches overall length with a 4-inch blade. And I'll show it in just a second. I'm pulling up a PM2 to compare it to. Just a sec. Come on. There we go, internet. We'll grab, I don't care. I just wanted to see one. There. 8.25. So you're in a full 1.5 inches longer with over 1/2 inch more blade. And here's a comparison of the pictures, homie. So a military 2 is very long and it's a much leaner blade. You can see you have less of a hump, a little bit smoother package overall. The PM2, you know, 1.25 inches shorter with more of a hump than the military 2. So they go down in size. Military is the biggest, PM2, second biggest, pair of 3 is the smallest. Does that help, homie? Yeah, military's a big ass knife. Fook MF and Doozle, what's up? Yeah, send me a picture. Send me a new picture. Oh, here we go. Thank you. Thank you. These are Tristan's Cutlery Shop exclusive. Military 2 on top, PM2 warning below, DLC CTS XHP. So we already know the PM2 is a full-size knife, but the military 2 is a big knife, an extra large. You're getting into like Donzo length knives, Donnie Bless length knives at that point. Nick Martino shared 4 of his favorites lately. Let me make sure. Yeah, the Instagram is the right place, Sean. Let me see if I got it from you, homie. Requests. I got a new request. I see you. Accept. And let me follow back. There we go. Follow back. Go back to the messages. First, we're going to show 4 of Nick's favorites lately. And then I'll see if I missed anybody. Whoops. Microtech LUDT. That looks like a ProTech Emerson, a ProTech Chavez, and a Hinderer. Warney. XM18. I believe. Beautiful carry. Nick definitely loves his autos. And where did Sean Bat's carry go, dude? You just oh shit. Oh shit. We have an Airy. Damn, you got the worry stones to match them too. We got an Aries EDC. I keep thinking of the Crow, the Talon. We have a Bloom, beautiful. And is that the pistol? I can't remember the chubby one's name. I think that's the pistol. Beautiful knives, my friend. Did you know that there's still an Aries available on the website right now? Kathleen Smith, what it do, sis? How are you? Yes, if it makes a PM2 look small, you know it's big. PM2 is about as long as I like to carry as a folder. XM24. Okay. Hank by Trouble Bunny. Oh, hell yeah. My Insta is EDC with DBD. Yep, just send it to my Insta if you want to share. Gargoyle. That's right. I don't know why. That's such an easy name. I don't know why I always forget the damn gargoyle. You already bought 2 of the hawks. Yes. Oh man, the mini slim 2.0 is so sexy. I dig it. I'll check them out, Gabe. Folks, this is still available. For some reason, Fook, it's still going. I was gone for over 10 days, homie. Taking Deadly daughter to college and visiting our son. But the gas station knife contest is going for a couple more months so people can get their entries in. Folks, let me refresh this. Yes, it's still available. I don't know how Aries has a knife still hanging out 2 days after the drop. Man, that is so gorgeous. So gorgeous. And if for some reason, like you don't want it, you just want to give it to the Deadly daughter to match her college colors, like, I mean, that's cool too. But no, seriously, folks, I'm just joking around. But you know, my Aries EDC is my favorite and most carried knife. And anybody who gets this is going to love it. And normally, you can't just buy an Aries knife. Like, you got to be quick on the draw. You got to hope you can get in. And somehow, right now, you have a chance to buy an Aries knife, and a beautiful one at that. Yeah, yay. Mud got that Capolavaro. Yeah, the full flag on that looks so beautiful. Friend of those little mall ninja shops. Let's take a look. Take a look. I'm not seeing a message from you yet. Oh, there it is. There it is. I got Gabe and I got Kane coming through now. Yo. This is the bug with the Olight making it a full 4-finger carry. That works. I see you. I see you. Nobody's gonna be scared of that knife too. Pull it out anywhere. I asked him to send that. Oh, 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 oh. 10V Para 3 Crew Carta PM2. He's got some custom contoured micarta on that beach. And then a Crew Carta and a gorgeous TRM Neutron with the Python or Boa micarta. And an Asher with a Rick and Morty. Dig it. I dig it. Nice carry, Kane. Killing it, homie. Yeah, I thought so. I thought we were following each other. Yeah, must be. Must be. Spidey Saturday. That's nice. You know, Mick, one of the reasons that I am so looking forward to moving is so that I can order from Palmetto State. There's almost like they don't mess with Washington pretty much because Washington, our laws suck. Neil to the Mac, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? Beardo, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? I'm guessing Sever 7 and TKE must be finishing up. That I bet that was a kick-ass live. I really wish I could have been on that more. But you know, today's Mrs. Deadly's birthday. So I'm trying to only spend my lifetime on today so I can spend the rest of the time with her. Oh, crap. Will you link it, Mick, and I'll pull it up? Please. Actually, I have in the description, I have a TPK affiliate link. Would you mind dropping my affiliate link while I pull out my penguin, please? J1 Doobie. Remember Kripple Krew Inc. What it do? Yeah, hell yeah, appreciate you. Yeah, he's saying that the best penguin ever made, and only 200 of these were made. Man, this for a button lock has the snappiest detent that I have ever felt. Hell yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate the mess. She really appreciates the messages. She was on here chatting a little while ago. She did have to step out for just a minute, but I will absolutely share the messages with her. Neil to the Max says he has a smooth piss penguin with a hollow ground S90V blade. I have had this since it came out. I have carried and used this. And this S90V hollow ground blade is still so sharp. What it do, George? Good to see you. This is one of the only flippers I don't want to delete. One, because it works and feels so good. And two, man, that choke up spot with the flipper tab is perfect. Hell yeah, Fook. She really appreciates all the birthday messages for sure. Their smooth Ultim is just beautiful. You've got titanium pocket clip and just insane action. Thank you, Mick. I appreciate that. Let's share that link real quick. All right, and well, why does it say the site can't be reached? Oh, there's no OM. It messed up the link. I can you know what? I think I can pull it. Let me do this. Pull something up real quick. Not real quick, I guess. Would have been quicker. And where is it? Why do I have them? There it is. Yeah, it's a long link for the affiliate link. I'm going to grab it though real quick. Because it does help if you use my link to look at it, even if you're not going to buy it. Oh, come on. Why are you doing this to me? I had it. I lost it. Why won't this go bigger? Oh, I know why. Duh. There we go. DVD's being a moron. Somebody's probably already put it up because it took me so long. But here we go. All right. So we're going to go TPK exclusive smooth S90V penguin. Trial. Matt Yako, what's up, brethren? Member of Kripple Krew Inc. Only $99. Try code DBD TPK and link. Finally, took me forever. I'm gonna pin this one now. I'm gonna go to this link. And Ultim. Here it is. Damn. That is a stupid price, folks. We are going to share this real quick after I make sure I didn't miss anybody. Kelly, thank you for reposting it. I appreciate it. It's pinned. It's pinned. It's all good. I appreciate all the help. All right. Have a killer day, Mud. Yeah, I don't think it's going to work on the Penguin because it's on sale. It worked on the Penguin when it was at full price. But my link still helps me if you use my link. If you want. I mean, just buy the knife. It's a great knife. You can get it without worrying about me. But my link is pinned if you want to take a look at this stupid sale. Exclusive. Button lock, smooth Ultim, hollow ground S90V, only 200 made. You know the Penguin is a perfect EDC shape. And $99 for S90V. That's a crazy price. Crazy price, especially with only 200 made. Dang. If I didn't have one, I would absolutely smack that one or grab that one. Take it. Have a killer day, my friend. Yeah, I figured the code wouldn't work. My link is pretty long, and I don't think it had the. I just don't think it grabbed the entire link. You know what? I've dropped this one. Not with the blade open, but I've dropped it, and it didn't damage the Ultim at all. I haven't dropped it with that. I mean, look how thin that S90V tip gets. I'm trying to get a good shot of it. There we go. Look how thin that gets with that hollow grind. So yeah, you'd want to be, that edge could chip if you were to drop it. But this S90V is going to be stainless AF, and it's going to hold that edge. I've had this since, I'm trying to remember when they dropped these last year, but this was gifted to me almost immediately after they dropped it, and it's still that sharp. Carrying and using the SOG Visionary today in VG10. Old and interesting bar lock, not an access lock. Very cool. They could have used Super Ultim. Very true. You know, I might have even had a busted link on that. That was an older video. I'm still not very good at stuff, but that was an older one. Oh, hell yeah. Let's take a look at the Vigilantes. You guys know I love me some double wide EDC. We look at this most lives. We're going to share it again today. That's our boy Mad Yako and our boy Terry, also known as 1931 Leatherworks, coming together for double wide EDC. By the way, there are still some of the Mad Yako loot boxes available. Only 20 of these were made, and 2 of them have a sick ass knife in them. A super high on edition B1, or one of them. I take it back. One of them has it, but every box gets 2 hanks, a tin of wax, and some other stuff in them. $80 for a box from our boy Mad Yako, and one of them has a super high unknown custom knife in it. But what we came here to talk about was the Vigilante. There's the Redeemer. There's the Vigilante. Look at this wicked shape. This is the one he just bought some scale materials to work on. If you've been watching his channel, if you've been watching his Insta, you know these badass things are coming. Also, shout out to our boy Terry. He's got the concept Orlock coming that is gorgeous. Magyako's got the North Mountain Redeemer. Look at that wicked blade. Look at that, almost like pistol grip. That's going nowhere in your hand. Oof, tactical AF. You can get some badass double wide. You can get, I've been using it the whole life to clean knives because no hank works better than a Mad Yako hank for wiping off your blades and especially your glasses. And then you can also get leather gear from Terry on here. You can get Mad Wax. This is a sick website, folks. Doublewide, EDC.com. I'm sure one of the mods dropped a link already. Yep, I knew it. I knew it because the mods rock. Have a great day, folk. Appreciate you, my man. Yeah, check out that link if you want to grab one of those loot boxes. That money's just going to help our boy, work on getting them vigilantes out. It's going to make more products available for us, help him expand his business. Expect more loot boxes in the future. But his very first one, first edition, you can get right now. And I got to say, his packaging is friggin' dope. Friggin' dope. I have been showing some of the issuing stitches hanks lately, like the one that's on the table, because we got a sack of them that we're going to be giving away soon during different giveaways. But the hanks that you guys know I carry the most are my Mad Yakos. I would have my glow in the dark leaves one here, but man, I carried that the entire Texas trip. And that I just washed it. It had to be washed after the Texas trip. The leaves were getting a little dingy being carried every day on that trip. But it was the one that used for my glasses and blades every single day. Mick MFN Ranger, member of Kripple Krew for 9 months. That is straight up OG status. And that will get Mrs. Deadly's Grail Knife Acoustics. Big shout out for the support. Much love, brother. Members, drop those emojis and show your support for our brother Mick. Killing it. I have to agree. The material that's on the backside of Mad Yako hanks beats every other hank I have tried for not just like real fingerprint magnet knives, but also my glasses. It's the only ones I like to use for my glasses. No streaks, no smudges. When Deadly Daughter lived with me, she'd hand her glasses to me. Mrs. Deadly hands her glasses to me. Matt Yako cleans our glasses. Oh, yeah, I love my Mad Yako Hanks. Shout out to Mad Yako, who has also has supported giveaways, with supported the channel for a long time. I really appreciate my brother. And if you're not following Mad Yako, I don't know what you're doing. Like, he's got some of the most, if not the most, unique knife content. Not just knives, not just knives either. EDC, all kinds of stuff, cooking. Like, you never know what our brother's doing. But Mad Yako has some of the most unique EDC content on the internet. And absolutely should be on your subs list and with notifications on. While we got some of the Kripple Krew here, I'm only going to say this one time, but I am going to ask a quick favor. Being gone for 10 days like we were on the trip and uploading very little and not doing lives while I was gone definitely hurt the channel, obviously, but we did hit 2,400 subs yesterday. And thank you, Kripple Krew, for getting us to 2,400 subscriptions. We will be doing a giveaway at 25. And growth has obviously slowed for two reasons. I wasn't posting. And when you get closer to milestones, as we've talked before, YouTube gets kind of screwy. So what I'm going to ask the Kripple Krew is something I rarely ask. I haven't actually since you helped me get monetized. I am going to ask the Kripple Krew to, if you've got a spare device sitting around, you know, throw it on a playlist for me. You know, just one day, maybe, you know, whenever you get a chance, in the next few days, if you could throw on one of my playlists for a little while and just let it do it in the background on an unused device, it'll help me. Also, this is all new to YouTube. Is the stupid, and I don't want to say stupid, is the hype points. Now, instead of just liking and subscribing and leaving a comment and sharing, and hitting the bell, now they've added hype points. And those hype points do make a difference now on making a creator's videos appear in your feed. Even if you are a subscriber with notifications on, having the and I'm seeing you guys. I'm gonna give you both your props in just a minute. I appreciate that, Kane Miranda. You are allowed to hype 3 videos a week. You can only hype the newest video for any content creator. If you see me drop a video and you have hype points available, please do me a favor and hit the button. I don't even like asking for this stupid stuff, but it makes a massive difference, especially because I was off for 10 days. So I don't normally ask you guys to set a playlist on of mine. I normally want you to do it for people that are trying to get monetized, but it'll help me get back into the algorithm, and that's all I'm going to say about it. I appreciate the Kripple Krew support. Thank you all for getting us to 2,400 subscribers. And Mick Ranger with the $2 super chat says, much love to the whole community. Thank you, DBD, for all you do. No, thank you, Mick, for all of your support. That's some hard acoustics to beat the new breed EDC Clydesdale. We will talk about the new breed EDC Blims again in a little bit. But badass, I appreciate you, brother. Now, how about, you know what? Let's do some Wolverine acoustics for our boy Jim Miller, member of Kripple Krew for 6 months. Just ordered the loot box. Hell yeah. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for supporting our brother Matt Yako. There's some Wolverine acoustics. I just uploaded a review yesterday on the Wolverine and Sabretooth. If you haven't checked that out yet, spoiler alert, I'm kind of a fan. By the way, currently all Wolverines are sold out, but you can get the Diamond Sabretooth, which is the larger version, for only $150. You know what? I might as well put it away because it's going to be going back to our boy Tristan. And so let me get it out of, here we go. The Sabretooth. Oh. PM2 size. You can get the diamond for $150 and the smooth tie for $140. S9DV. Ooh, almost showed myself. S9DV and titanium for $150. Monterey Bay knives. I have no affiliation. I just think they are dope knives. The Wolverine is already sold out. This was a gift, and I really appreciate this birthday gift. The Sabretooths, the frag is sold out, but you can still get diamond and smooth. I do not have a ballista. I've never checked out the ballistas yet from Hogue. The only Hogue I have is my Blade HQ MagnaCut Ultim Warney. I love this knife. I love this knife to the point that there are a lot of Hogues I want to try. The K320 is one of them. I would like to check out the ballista. The new Mistos. Now that they're not ridiculously expensive, the new Mistos. I really want the Fire Misto with MagnaCut and red rich light and gold accents for under $200. That's a steal. USA made. That's really hard to beat. But I've been very, very happy with Hogue's MagnaCut. I have the second run, so this isn't when they were running the crap at 62, 60 to 60, 61, 62, something like that. This is between it's rated at I think 63, 64, but I've seen a lot of, well, I'm not hitting that piece very well at all. I've seen a lot of testing done on these that show them at 64 to 65 HRC on the MagnaCut. Very thin blade stock and so slicey. So I would check out more of their MagnaCut. I appreciate you, my man. I appreciate you. So when you watch somebody's newest video, if you click the thumbs up button, right where your comments bar normally is, if you click the thumbs up button, it'll move that, it'll like slide it to the right and it'll say hype. And then you can, I've only seen it on the phone on YouTube. I don't know how to do it on a computer, but I know on the phone, as soon as you hit thumbs up on the newest video, it'll move the comments bar and ask if you want to hype. They've got some killers prices right now. You can get an S90V slip joint for $70, something like that. Wilson Combat Hogue Knife, hell yeah. I appreciate you, Kripple Krew. I know you always have my back. I know it. I don't like asking for that kind of stuff. Most videos, I even forget to push memberships to YouTube. Most videos, I forget to mention that. I don't like asking for that kind of crap, but YouTube makes us. I mean, we gotta stay on top of that algorithm, y'all know. Of course, brother. Of course. True. You know, I want to compare them in a certain way. These remind me of production knives. Like, these are commercial, very uniform, very acceptable patterns. I'm not trying to, man, I'm trying to say this in a way that's good, because there's awesome hanks, but I would consider these like a production hank, and Mad Yakos are like customs, because you get all kinds of stuff. Like, you can get blacklight reactive, you can get glow in the dark, you can get 70s rayon. Like, this material isn't made anymore, and he finds this stuff, and it's like the difference between a custom and a production. The issuing stitches hanks are fantastic, and I can't wait to give away the ones that he sent in. They're great. You're gonna love them. Mad Yakos are more like, limited production, or limited custom experiences. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense to y'all. Yeah. You know it. You know what? I have never once used one of them for my nose. I use my hanks on my knives and my glasses. I use tissue for my nose. But I'm sure they would work. Used to wear that 70s rayon. Man, this is one of my favorite hanks. I love this material. I love this pattern. And then sometimes I'll even use the inside for pictures instead, if I want like a high contrast off of the black. And then, of course, it's the best material for glasses. Mad Yako's stitching is very good. I mean, he had good stitching in the beginning, but he's come a long way. Oh yes, yo, that's when I forget. I use it like every time I go to take a picture. I've got the message: clean your camera lens, and it's the Yako hanks that go to the camera lens. Yeah, true. He's not getting rich on any of this right now. Now, I would love to see this turn into a business that does make our homeboy money he could live off of. Right now, you're buying awesome products from, a great homie in the community. Oof, that's a good price. Man, I can't show you guys the prizes that are available on that Knife Rights donation waffle. I wish I could show you the prizes. There are some insane knives, but there are also some insane cordless hole punchers. And you know I don't show cordless hole punch on my channel. But if you go to that link and right above, like it'll pull you to the donation page. And above it, it talks about like the Super Steel Celebration or something like that. Click that link and you will see the insane prizes you can get. There you go. I've always been a tissue guy. My dad was a handkerchief guy. You know, he could blow his nose and fold it back up and put it in his back pocket and carry it all day. He always had a it was a clean handkerchief every morning, but definitely not by nighttime. Like that was part of my dad's daily carry. He had a handkerchief on him. He worked concrete, blew his nose a lot. I've always been a tissue guy. If I do it, I want to throw that away. I don't want to fold it up and put it in my pocket. Berto says I'm a sleeve kind of guy. And we're here for it, brother. We love to see it. We love to see it, you know? And you know I've always got your back just like you've had my back since the beginning, homie. Anybody, I know Mick Ranger has a 15V pair of 3 on the way. Does anybody else have anything? Well, and I know Tristan this weekend in the next couple of days, whenever it's dropping, I don't remember exactly when it's dropping. I know he's getting the Cutlery Shop exclusive DLC CTS XHP Lil Native. Does anybody else have anything coming in that they're excited about, that they're waiting on? Let me know. Be Shady, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do, brethren? How are you? Yeah, I think that CTS XHP Lil Native is such a cool addition to the Cutlery Shop collection, because first you had the PM2s, Warnies, and CTS XHP. They just brought out the military 2, and now they're dropping the Lil Native, which to me has always been the perfect carry to offset the PM2. I love carrying these together. You have your full-size knife and your little big knife, and now you can get CTS XHP on the Lil Native. Clint Crosby, what's up? Blue Minotti Ninja, member of Kripple Krew Inc. for 9 months. He says, do any day now. 9 months is OG status. Here is some TRM acoustics. Ting, ting. Oh, love the sound of the Bulldog. This is my absolute current favorite knife to carry. Just as waiting on a Swamp Fox Raid or 1X Prism Scope. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. We'll say the Hank of the Month is a banger. Don't want to ruin the surprise for everybody that didn't get it yet, but it's awesome. Oh, hell yeah. BTB, Bluetooth Blades. What's up, homie? How are you? You know, the only crew wear I have is on that custom, so I haven't checked out any production crew wear, but I would like to try Spyderco's crew wear. I am absolutely in love with this CTS XHP and the way it holds an edge. It has been going nonstop with this Bluetooth blade. Um, I said Bluetooth blades. I meant Boston Blade Works edge on it. And it is scary sharp and stays that way. I have really become a fan of Spyderco's CTS XHP. I hate saying it. CTS XHP is such a pain in the butt to say, but it's a damn good steel. You have 2 Aries EDC Hawks coming this week. Which colors did you get, homie? I'm curious. The purple was Mrs. Deadly's favorite. The black was my favorite. I did like the white, but I can't believe the red is still available, people. Got a Boker Kalishnikov double XL auto, courtesy of Rob's L. Yes. Gareth, what it do, brethren? My brother from a South African mother and member of Kripple Krew Inc. How are you, homie? Hope you're having a killer day. Just going down to see if I missed anybody. Newest blade is Aries Raptor. Hell yes. Man, I was so happy to see you finally get your Grail Aries. You have wanted that for as long as I can remember, since the first talent. And I was so happy to see your pictures when you got it. Sweet. That's good. And we're going to actually show that here in just a second, brother. I'm seeing if I missed anybody. I'm sure their crew wear is amazing. Brando's Blades. What's up, homie? Camping got terrible service. You just wanted to say hi. I appreciate you popping in and hitting that like button, my friend. I hope you enjoy your camping. He's probably not going to be tagging everybody with that crappy reception, but I appreciate you popping in. You got the perp and you got the blue with brass. Trouble Bunny got the black and green. So you got one of my favorites, Mrs. Deadly's favorite. And Trouble Bunny got my favorite. That's awesome. Yes, the Krew Cartas liners are different than any other Spyderco. And that's why the scales, they have full steel liners, unlike any other PM2. These have full steel liners, but they're not inlaid. They're full steel liners. And that's why it's not compatible with scales made for other Spydercos. Yeah, that Red Hawk. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's still available. D. Sharon killed it on the folklore. Our brother D. Sharon knocked it out of the park. Now, we appreciate you being here, homie. 2 awesome wins. Yay, yay, yay. Yep. William Ornboss pre-ordered that Hell Dorado from AZ USA. The Hell Dorado pre-order is still up. $90. Get you Van X and G10. And the pre-orders get you a free Cochise in 14C and G10. Both knives OEM'd by Miguron. You get both for $90. No affiliation, just a stupid deal. Seeing it scrolling. Yeah. Got to snag your Hank in the month from the P.O. box. Hell yeah. Oh, I can show the Hell Dorado real quick, and then we're going to show the double wide EDC update. Hell Dorado pre-order. It'll pull up AZ USA. It did not. Let's do that one more time. AZ USA. Hell Dorado. There it is. So there are a few additions of this knife. We're going to share the screen. So, the Eldorado comes in Van X and micarta or G10. And they've got the 3 styles. I'm not a blue guy, but I kind of like this blue with the gray PVD. Really cool blade style. I really like the way that, and you've got a lot of negative angle on that blade. It's going to be easy to use all of it. So Van X and micarta or G10 for $97.50. And then you choose which Cochise you want. Let's take a look at the Cochise. You get one of these for free. Like, this is the one I would go. The gray G10 and the gray PVD. Front flipper. Just a really cool knife. There's the front flipper. These are OEM'd by Miguron. And you get one of these for free if you pre-order the Eldorado. Yeah. You just pick the one you want and get a free $45 knife with your Van X knife. These are due to ship Q4 of this year. Now, let's take a look at the double wide EDC site. We're going to refresh this. The Minister of Mayhem, Neon Prophet of Knives. I like it. I like it. Now we scroll down to, oh, look, Vigilante's clickable. Vigilante is clickable. And, oh, yes, my friend. I like it. Click the Vigilante and you get to see a lot of progress on what Matt Yako's been working on. Very cool. Very cool. And there is the Vigilante itself. We're about to see some with scales. That's on our boy. We got 2 brothers running the site. Mad Yako and 1931 Leatherworks, aka Terry. Awesome site, guys. You guys are killing it. I don't think Terry's on here, but shout out Terry anyway. Also, one more again. Folks, there is still one Aries Hawk available. This is gorgeous. Red Kieranite, white G10 pins, red Kieranite bead with white G10. Look at that color combo. An Aries EDC that you don't have to. I can't believe it's available right now. You can just grab it. Normally, they sell out in seconds, and all of the rest of them did, except for that one. Yeah, that candy apple looks beautiful. BNA, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What's going on, brand new American? Cat Scratch, what's up, homie? How are you? Hell yeah, very cool. I'm glad I was able to share that picture. Robert Willoughby, what's up, my man? How are you? Kelly, always on top of it, dropping the links for that Eldorado pre-order. Stupid deal. Sever7, what's up, brother? Says dropping in to give some love and say happy birthday to Mrs. Deadly. That's awesome. Just ordered carbon scales. Can't wait. Nice, nice. We got more happy birthday messages from Mrs. Deadly. That's dope. She was on earlier. And she appreciates all the birthday wishes. Very cool. Scrolling back down now. Oh, B&A with a birthday message. Yeah, yay. Scrolling, seeing if I missed anybody while I was showing off pages. Okay, I'm caught back up. Brando's Blades hitting Mrs. Daddy with the birthday wishes. Very cool. Love the Kripple Krew. Happy birthday to Mrs. Deadly from Bluminati Ninja and Robert Willoughby. Very cool. You getting lots of birthday love, Mrs. Deadly? She says she really appreciates it. Thank you, Jim Miller says it as well. She's talking to the kids at the moment. That would be sick. Pro cut. Awesome. I will play that for her after the live, Gareth. And tell Teo I said, what's up, sweetheart? I'm glad you lost the training wheels. Now you're going to be a real hellion. Got the first broken arm out of the way. Now you're going to be a pro. That is dope, folks. Oh, she absolutely keeps me going. Faux show. So, when our brother Madiaco gets to the point of selling vigilantes, they're going to be in Pro Cut, folks. Pro Cut is like, it's the carbon steel answer to Magnamax. It's not going to be corrosion resistant as much, obviously, because it's a carbon steel, but it's going to be insanely tough and hold an edge great. Hey, man, it takes the time it takes to get it right. You know, it takes however long it takes. Your first ones, obviously, is going to take you the longest getting them right. You'll get a process eventually, but take your time, get it right. We got your back. Tommy, help with gadgets. What's going on, my man? How are you today? Good to see you. Those vigilantes are going to be wicked. Wicked. Brian White with the what's up, son to Gareth. Yeah, she is. Little Teo's going to be jumping rhinos before we know it. And get a message from Gareth the other day. He's out and about, just a rhino laying, chilling in the shade. He didn't get me the horn though. No, I'm kidding, folks. Don't hunt rhinos. That's not cool. You can hunt hippos to get the teeth, but not rhinos. Oh, that thing. It just makes me happy. I don't know if y'all saw the short that I shot with this at Hoover Dam, but I absolutely was a bit worried reaching out over the Hoover Dam, flicking and showing off the TRM Bulldog. As soon as I finished that short, it went in the pocket. I was, and you guys know my hands. I was definitely a little nervous about dropping this down the Hoover Dam and losing it off the side. Chopping away at the campsite. Don't have a rhino butt testing a new blade. Yay, yay, yay. That's awesome. Oh, hell yeah. Check out Brando's shorts from his road trip. I'll have to check those out later. Yeah. Yeah, Nick, I don't know. Man, I would have felt so bad if this went over the edge. Or I do have another short at the Hoover Dam that I'm going to be uploading in a bit. No spoilers, but I would have been very, very upset had I lost that one as well. Yeah, yeah, that's what brought up the Jim Carrey thoughts when he said rhino butt. Yeah, they if I would have lost this or the other knife that I stuck out over the edge of the Hoover Dam, I that would have put a big damper on my trip. Yeah, we'd like to see the canyon on our next trip. You just ordered the Stormtrooper version of the Eldorado? Hell yes. Which version of the Cochise did you select? Black and black, black and satin, or gray and gray? That's $97.50 for a knife in Van X and a knife in 14C, both made by Miguron. OEM'd by Miguron. Crazy. You know, we were just there and we had used the restroom on top of the bridge, or on top of the dam, I should say. The men's restroom is on the Nevada side. The women's restroom is on the Arizona side, and we both wanted to take a leak on top of the Hoover Dam, of course. And then while I was waiting for Mrs. Deadly to come over from the Arizona side, I stopped and just decided to shoot two shorts. And after I was done, my heart was pounding a little bit because it was two of my favorite knives of all time. So, and they're both American made. Yeah, wingsuit into the dam to get that one back. Faux show. Yeah, I definitely would have put a big damper on my trip had I dropped them. But luckily, my hands cooperated over the Hoover Dam, and I was able to bring it home. So far, which surprises me. I mean, I shouldn't say surprises because it's their newest knife. It's their best. They put so much into it. But this is my favorite TRM. Prior to this, my favorite TRM was the Shadow, and I still want a Shadow. I love the blade shape of the Shadow. But the new Bulldog Rev B, like when I checked out the original Bulldog, I liked it. Not as much as the Shadow, but I liked it. But now, ooh, the Bulldog Rev B, especially with their new lizard skin 3D tie, the details on this are just insane. Some of the best milling I've ever seen in my life. You got the bronzed tie around the lock, side cut carbon fiber backspacer. Oh, I'm in love. And code DBD and TRM saves 5% on all TRM knives. Another happy birthday for Mrs. Deadly. A frame lock Bulldog would be interesting. I'm actually I'm trying to talk to them about two collabs. I don't know if they're interested yet. I'm trying to talk to them on two collabs based off of this platform. They wouldn't be like versions of the Bulldog, because I don't think I know I'm not big enough for TRM to want to do a DBD edition yet. But two knives based off of this platform. I want to see. You know, it depends on the crossbar lock. I wasn't the biggest fan of them at first, but companies have gotten so much better at detent on crossbars. And, you know, at first, so many of them had a weak detent and weak retention. But now, okay, this one is a cheater because this one was kind of weak. So I put Kaiser springs in it. But crossbar locks have definitely improved over the last couple of years. And there are certain brands, crossbar locks, that I like. So the plan, and this is them. They after we talked about it, you know, there's a little bit of interest. You guys reached out to them, and there's a lot more interest. And then they asked, like, what my ideas were for it. And then they asked me, once they got what I wanted to do to it, they asked if I was down with a SHOT Show release. So February of 26. So what we're going into September. So we got 4 months left of the year. And so about 6 months from now. 6 months from now for the DBD Fair Monster, the first one. We are talking about a couple of things. Also, Wixco. But the first knife will be based off of the Glideman CP. With Ultim, you know it. The first one has to be no flipper, of course. DLC. Reversible. Reversible was one of my biggest requirements because this is not. Reversible. Titanium or brass back spacer. I don't know for sure which one yet. And then DLC 154 cm. And because you guys asked for it, I talked to them and got them to confirm it. We're also going to have satin available. Satin and DLC versions ready for launch at SHOT Show. Yeah, it's their lizard skin is what really got me hooked on Ty. Everybody knows in the beginning, I was not a titanium fan. Micarta at first was my number one. Then Ultim became my number one, Micarta number two. But I was never a titanium fan. TRM sent this knife in for a gift and a long-term review. And you guys know it's been carried so much. And the titanium still looks perfect. Their lizard skin tie is what got me to really start carrying titanium more. And now I've got way more titanium. Like nowhere near as much titanium as most of y'all, but I've got way more titanium than I ever expected. I think I'm up to close to 24 tie knives and maybe more. But TRM, their lizard skin titanium, there it is something else. And the changes that they've made to the lizard skin for the Bulldog, it make it even better. Like, they took my favorite titanium and somehow made it so much more comfortable, even. Like, it feels perfect in hand. They are the ones that made me start really digging titanium. That would be fun, Mick. The yellow knife. This one or this one? Like this one, or was it? Hold on, I've been shown a bunch. This is the Wixco Drax. Currently for another several hours, but the sale is almost over. 30% off if you use code DBD for all Pharaoh Monster and Wixco models. All premium Pharaoh Monsters under $200 with code DBD, but only for a few more hours. If it was this one, Brando, hell yeah, Beardo. That would be dope. If it was this one, Brando, this is the Hogue Deca Blade HQ exclusive. If it's this gold, this is the Spyderco PM2 Warncliffe rendition from Cutlery Shop. Or if it was this one, then it was the Para 3. Possibly. Oh, currently, if you want, currently a Lynch Northwest titanium pocket clip fits perfect. If you get the Spyderco replacement clip, it does work. The Spyderco titanium wire clip. Yeah, I agree. Big fan of Titanium Justin, who just got monetized. Big shout out to Titanium Justin for getting monetized. That is awesome. Yeah. Nah, Ultim's still the best. Ultim's still the best. But especially, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to be able to drop it at the same time, or if they're waiting to see how the first DBD edition goes. But we will be working on an edition, a version of the premium Glideman as well. You got the black and black? Hell yeah. The contoured scales really changed my mind on the Atom. I loved your Atom. Your Atom felt great, but it was too thin for my hands to use long term comfortably. But I got to check out Chris Lopez's Mike Irie custom hollow grind Atom, and this has the contoured Mokume camo carbon. The contoured scales made a massive difference for comfort in my hands. With the nerve damage and arthritis, having the contour on these makes this knife feel so much different to me. And it puts the Atom way high on my list now. Plus, I mean, let me grab another piece of paper. This Mike Irie hollow, if the blade looks at the paper, it cuts. Like, I require zero pressure on this blade, and it just wants to slice. The Mike Irie hollow is so insanely sharp, but contoured scales really changed the feel of it for me. Oh, the Deca. Yes, the Hogue Deca has been one of my favorite crossbar lock knives. Now, The original springs in it to me were a little soft, so I put Kaiser springs. But I love that very, very thin Magna Cut. They are also available in 20 CV, but they run their Magna Cut over 64 HRC. So you do get the absolute best edge retention out of it. And with Kaiser springs, oh, it just the wax. This to me is better than a bug out every day of the week, 4 times on Sunday. They have a clip point blade available, but this Warney is so useful. It's modified Warney, obviously, because it's not a completely straight edge, but it's modified in a way that is very useful. And this knife has spent more time than any other in my 5th pocket while I'm riding, because I can ride through any weather with this DLC Magna Cut and Ultim, and I'm not worried about the elements. This one has been through some really crappy elements with me. I agree. I don't think AR RPM 9 would do much for mustard at all. Oh, snap. No, I'm going to have to get me one of thems. Oh, snap. Yeah. That would be dope. Dope. Yeah, for big hands, War Room has always really liked his Adam, and he got a few different sets of scales with his. He bought his on Blade Binge and got a great deal with a bunch of scales, and he got some flat and some contoured, and he has always preferred the Atom to the Neutron. I was a much bigger fan of the Neutron because of the way it fit in my hand. This swell being closer to the forward choil made the thin knife more comfortable in my hands, because it is a thin knife. But with contoured scales, this fills my hand enough to be comfortable. And now I really do like it. But yes, one of the things that I am trying to talk to them about would be something based off of this platform that would fit your hand much better. Ron Dobbins, member of Kripple Krew Inc. What it do, brethren? How are you? Yeah, Deca is the OG. Faux show. And that was Take It Easy B&A. Yeah, they treated them. So the first batch of Hogue Decas in Magna Cut were ran at like 60 to 62 or 61 to 63, something like that, but way too soft to get the full edge retention out of it. And the community told them that was not going to fly. So from then on, all the 2nd edition Magna Cut Decas, everyone I've ever seen heat treated came out at 64 point something. Jim Cox, member Kripple Krew Inc., walking around the farmer's market, but he can't really reply to everybody. Yeah, that's why I was mentioning it. It's you and War Room are very similar. Just traded for a Gecko Custom Sick Ray Purple Camel Carbon. Oh, nice. Ron Dobbins with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, brother. He says, whoop, as I knocked my bottle of water now, luckily it was closed. He says, hit that thumbs up, everyone. How about a TRM Atom acoustic salute? Yay, yay, yay. You know, folks, I know it's just, I know we got people just popping in and we're having a great time. But now that I have gone over 2 hours and it is Mrs. Deadly's B-Day, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one now. Ooh, pineapple frag. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah, before OG took hours to get. Or I mean hours, months. Before original goat took months to get. Good night, Tao. Love you, sweetheart. Tao. I said it again. Good night, Tao. Love you, sweetheart. Talk to you soon. But I'm also going to shut this down, folks, and go spend some time with my wife on her birthday. Bluetooth Blades says the Fair Monster's awesome, but the clip sucks. I hear you, my friend. I see you. I appreciate the super chat, by the way. Thank you, my friend. Also, if you want to check out the Glideman CP, which is so freaking comfortable with that micarta, I do want us to remind you that we've only got a few hours left on the 30% off sale with code DBD. These come down to well under $100. I don't remember exactly what the price is, but it's under $100 for Fair Monster quality and some of my favorite ergos ever. There's a reason I'm working with them for this to be my first DBD edition. And it's because I love this knife. And you can get it right now, 30% off with code DBD, all Fair Monsters, all Wixcos, but today is the last day. Once again, much love to my EDC familia, the Kripple Krew. You guys always have my back. Thank you for watching my playlist. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for hyping my stuff. And thank you even more for always coming and making my lives so enjoyable. I love kicking it with the Kripple Krew. And hey, again, yeah. So I just got to say to that Mick Ranger, I gave myself an asthma attack earlier, and I have to hit the inhaler maybe 3 times a year. I gave myself an asthma attack earlier. I had to hit that fucking inhaler. Wow, pardon my language, ladies. I had to hit that dang inhaler. All right, I'm gonna sign off with Mrs. Deadly's Grail knife here. Her Devo Tall Boy. Going to get the purple one on the end. This one, Devo Tall Boy, sold out. But if you find one on the secondary, phenomenal knife. They also have a version 2 with a DLC blade, so purple and black. But Mrs. Deadly fell in love with the first edition here. And man, it took a lot of horse trading and working with members of the Kripple Krew, but I was able to score her Grail knife. So we'll use this to sign off. Much love, everybody. Have a killer rest of your weekend. Don't forget to support all the creators we got going these on these weekend lives. Until next time, folks, stay safe, stay frosty, but most importantly, stay deadly.